right, let me go over this question. It says, analyze the graphs of f of x. How do you know it's f of x? Because it tells you f of x right there. And the graph of g of x. Okay, here's the hard part. Ready? Write an equation for g of x in terms of f of x. What does that mean? On one side, you're going to have g of x, so kind of, and then over here, we're going to have something with f of x. Now, I'm doing the example that's already worked out. Here's the answer, but I want to explain how do you get the answer. Well, there's a couple of things that I noticed when I was doing the problem. Write this down. These tips might help you. Tips. Make an observation. What's happening to the graph? Is it moving left, right, up, down? Is it being flipped, shrinked? Or is it being expanded? The second thing I want you to do is then, with those observations, use letters, A, B, C, or D. And if you get stuck and you're not sure, you can also double check with coordinates. Double check with coordinates. So those are my tips, how to do this problem. So let's go ahead and do this problem. For number 7, I noticed this is kind of like your parent graph, so this is kind of like your starting point. Let's write that. Start over here, and then we're going to end over here. So what's the difference between the two graphs? I noticed a couple of things. Number 1, this point right here from the origin is kind of shifted up. So it goes up 2 units. Now, if it goes up 2 units, class, is that the A, B, C, or D? That is your D value. So if it's up 2, means it's going to be a D equals 2. Okay, what else did you guys notice? Is it facing the same direction? Does it have the same end behavior? Start, down, end up? So I noticed that it's reflected over the y-axis. And you have to think about it. What letter is that? Well, when it's being reflected over the y-axis, the negative is on the outside. If it's reflected over the x-axis, like something like that, that's reflected, the negative is on the inside. So in this case, this would be a equals -1. So when I have my polynomial, and the crazy letters of A, B, C, and D are a times f of b, parentheses x minus c, parentheses plus d, I only have to focus then on my d value, which is 2. And that's why they have a plus 2 here. And then the a value is in front, and that's why they put in a -1 right here. So this is how you get your answer again. A is equal to -1 because it's flipped about the y-axis. And then it's a plus 2 because this part here is being shifted up 2 units.